Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Magic Mermaid here once again. I just finished doing I don't know, like a 45-second breathing meditation. So I feel super calm right now, and then also everyone in my house is sleeping, so I am going to, for the most part, be keeping my voice at this level, hopefully, unless the channel, starts to ramp up, then, I can't help myself. But, so this is the new moon in Aquarius reading for the entire collective, which means all signs, everybody who is going to come and watch this video. This reading is for you. The new moon in Aquarius occurs this Friday, January 24th, and in my side of the US, that will be around, I want to say like 4:30 p.m. So yeah, so I just wanted to give you guys a good reading to let you know what are some of the energies that we're going to be encountering and just some of the themes that will be playing out so that we can be aware and we can get through this Aquarius season just feeling our best and, a little bit tapped in and tuned in. So yeah, I already have the cards here pulled, so let's go ahead and start it. Let's go ahead and get started. I'm sorry. I'm trying to think about if there is anything that I want to talk about before we get into this. Just by looking at the cards, I can already see that this energy is a play off of the previous energies that we were dealing with. I'm trying to think of which full moon video that was. It was not the last one that I did, but the one before that, right? And that was kind of talking about we were dealing with situations where it was a lot of the divine feminine, divine masculine kind of battling of energies going on, and not battling each other, but battling themselves. And so it was a lot of maybe the divine masculine needing to make some kind of decision, and then also the divine feminine needing to pour more into herself. So I can see here already that these cards are a play off of that. So it's like, I feel like we're going to be re-encountering that energy. But this time, instead of encountering it as a page, which is someone who doesn't have much experience in doing something, or they're new at something, they're youthful, they're young, they are like a rookie, instead of that kind of energy, we dealt with it previously. So now coming into Aquarius season, we kind of we know what we're dealing with. We feel more confident about the things that are coming our way, and just when things come up, just not feeling so frantic or chaotic, or maybe even like insecure or inadequate are the words that are coming to mind. We definitely feel like, okay, this is just the waves of it. I'm starting to get the hang of it. This is the waves. And at this point, I'm confident in where I stand in this situation. I have no fear. Maybe the unknown does come in and tickle me a little bit, and so that can just be a thing. But as far as getting through these emotions and getting through these energies and remaining grounded, most importantly of everything, being the eye of the storm, remaining centered, remaining cool, calm, and collected, not being reactive, not wasting your energy, resting, connecting, rejuvenating yourself, all of those different things. We have the hang of it at this point. We do. We definitely do. Okay. So that's a good thing. So we're coming into Aquarius season. Definitely, I feel like confidence on where you stand. It's not an issue. No matter what comes up, you are not to get it confused. So that's just a little precursor, a little introduction to our new moon in Aquarius reading. So let's go ahead and get started. First off, we have the Three of Wands. Ha 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 ha. That's my like Chief Keef voice. But anyways, yeah, we have the Three of Wands. So let me show you guys this card. Three of Wands. Can you see it? There we go. Three of Wands. So this card usually comes up when, I don't know what I feel like, because to me the Two of Wands and the Three of Wands look very similar. But all twos usually have something to do with making a decision. And so I'm definitely still trying to figure out like what are the huge differences in these two cards. You know, and so with the Three of Wands, they definitely say that he's gazing over like a pier of some sort or some sort of land, and he's kind of awaiting his ships to come in. Like, and I always think of like Christopher Columbus or something. Like, this is a bad example, but anyways, like when you send people off on a voyage to, you know, get a message or get some information, or like to go and buy some product or to go and trade and, you know, get some product that you normally wouldn't be able to get. And so I think of this card as waiting on the person to come back, waiting on the voyager to come back, waiting on the new information, the message, waiting for the new product, you know, whatever it is that you've been manifesting. You're just waiting, like, and it's not like manifesting it, you don't know if it's going to come. You're like, I hope it comes, or I don't know if it's going to come. It's like, you know, it's coming. It's just like, you're like, okay, where is it at? Like, when is it coming? So coming into Aquarius season, you know, this manifestation, we've been manifesting this, like I said, since 2 full moons ago. So whatever we were talking about in that situation, this theme is coming back up in this Aquarius season. So we're at the point where we're like, okay, I know it's coming. I'm tired of waiting. Like, where's it at? And it's not like, where's it at? But it's kind of like you're expecting it. We are expecting it. It's like, you know, you deserve it. You've been putting in the work. You know, you've persevered through the different things that have come up. You haven't given up, you know. And you've just been staying grounded and trying your best to stay focused, even though we can get a little bit off track every here and there, you know, and it's okay. We're allowed to do that. We're human. We're allowed to have fun. We're allowed to have a good time. We're allowed to get distracted as long as we find a way to refocus. So a lot of this theme is playing back into that full moon reading that was saying that we needed to be focused on our creative endeavors. And I feel like it always says that, because literally that's what we should always be doing. Like, we should never get it confused, honey, like what you're supposed to be doing. You know, the manifestation is gonna come. You kind of just really got to take your hands off it and really focus on your creative self, on your creator self. That is your God self. So, you know, this is what this energy is really teaching us, is like, okay, so you know that the manifestation is coming in, but you are not consistently staying focused where you need to be, as consistently as you need to be at this level. Okay, we need to tune it up a little bit. So Spirit is telling us it's time to tune it up. It's time to step it up. You know, you can hold a little bit more responsibility when it comes to your creator self. And Spirit is saying, like, I have these expectations of you, of where you absolutely should be.
Hi, Mommy.
My daughter came up. She just scared the holy crap out of me. Hi, Sammy.
I want
a different movie?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. Hold on, guys. In your room, okay? All right, so, hopefully I can get through this. If not, then I will have to start over. But yeah, so, that is definitely something that we are looking at right now. So, Two of Swords energy. Two of Swords. There we go. There we go. Look at her. She has 2 swords. She has a blindfold. The ocean is behind her. So, it's like, Okay, so this is another thing that's coming up. I feel like definitely even before this new moon in Aquarius has come up, we have been definitely having a lot of triggers come up. Okay guys, I'm back. So like I was saying, with this Two of Swords energy, it reminds me of just how many triggers have been coming up. And I feel like this is definitely stuff that I don't think that we thought it was healed, but we probably were not even like focused on the fact that it existed. Still, definitely I feel like it's a lot of stuff with our childhood, like our childhood traumas, things that we need to heal as far as how we were nurtured as children and different things like that. Just different situations have come up. And actually, I feel like we've been handling it very well as far as, just feeling secure, maybe in your relationships, in your job, in your career, in your business, in your fitness, in your health, whatever it is. I feel like the past couple of weeks, things have been very shifty in these areas. And I feel like triggers have definitely come up for us and make us feel like, okay, like, what's going on over here? Like, this situation is going kind of weird. Everything was all good about a month ago, but stuff is really like, it's acting a little shaky. It's like the ground is shaking and we're like, what's going on? Is everything okay? So at the same time, with a little bit of that fear coming up, a little bit of that trigger coming up, like, okay, is this not a stable situation for me? We're learning to definitely look back into ourselves and just be like, look, if everything doesn't work out, I'm going to be just fine. I'm going to be just fine. And we have kind of just been reassuring ourselves of that in each moment and just like allowing things to play out, not being afraid of rejection, just making sure we're following our heart and staying true to ourselves in all moments, but also just allowing things to play out, not needing to control any situations, not feeling like, oh, I need this specific one outcome to feel okay and to feel secure and to feel comfortable about the things that I'm going through. We're kind of actually like turning back into ourselves and saying, you know what, no, like, you don't need to be trying to control the outcome. You don't need to feel unsafe because you feel like the outcome that you're looking for might not happen. You can set your intention and say, this is what I intend to happen. But at the same time, I'm not going to have any expectations because sometimes the universe does have other plans for me, and it's always the best plan at the end of the day. So whatever happens, I'm going to be fine. I'm going to be okay. I know how to pick myself up and get up. Whatever occurs around me, I know how to push forward. I know how to tap into my resources and make different things happen. Really, I have nothing to be afraid of. I have nothing to fear because I know that I'll be okay. Like, it's not an issue, you know? And so this is kind of what we're going through. I don't know why that came up with the Two of Swords, but I definitely feel like maybe someone outside of us, you know, and this is where I feel like it falls back into that full moon reading with the divine masculine needing to make some kind of a decision. So I feel like the divine masculine has found themselves back at this crossroads again. So maybe like they got progression and they moved forward, and they were able to kind of, with their energy, show which direction that they were going to be moving in. But I feel like something may have happened, some turn of events may have occurred that you know, made the ground feel a little bit shaky for the divine feminine. And so now the divine feminine is just like, you know what, this is exactly why. This is exactly why. You know, and it's not in a volatile way or anything, or spiteful or anything. You know, this is exactly why I should not, you know, not I should not, but I should be focused on myself. It's always going to come back to that. It's always going to trickle down and come back to this one basic thing that I need to do, and that's focus in on myself and put more attention on myself and my endeavors, because, you know, that's where the true security is, baby. It's inside. And nobody can touch that. Like, I love that. Aren't you like, you guys, we should just like feel so safe knowing that there is this space that we can eternally tap into, and it's always there. And it's not outside of us. Like, we carry it with us everywhere we go. Isn't that amazing? Like, that should be the number one thing that just makes us feel like so secure and comfortable and just like stable, and just like everything is always okay, because I have this inner spot here that I can always go into, and that is the true home, the home within. That's the true home. You know, but definitely stuff has been triggering. We have this Six of Cups, okay? This always represents like nostalgia, things of the past. You know, some people could be coming back from the past. Somebody, you know, this is so, yeah, like, so even like around the full moon time, I remember it was saying like the divine feminine, they also were like figuring out like, oh, I've got options. Like, I've got options. I don't got to just wait on this one option. If I want, I can dibble and dabble in a couple of things. And then definitely I said that I did not believe that the divine feminine will be moving forward with any of those options. Like, they might just entertain it a little bit, but I didn't see them pushing any button to like really press and go anything. So I feel like with this Six of Cups card, maybe that person or those options that you had around that full moon at that time have come back right before this new moon in Aquarius, and they're like, hey, I'm still an option. Like, what's going on? Are you doing okay? Like, you want to talk or whatever? And isn't it so coincidental that it's at the same time that the divine masculine is once again coming to this crossroads and acting like they don't know what to do, or they don't know what they want to do? I think that maybe the divine masculine is just having some feelings of inadequacy and doubt coming up for themselves at this time. And so that is their main thing for them to kind of, you know, look at and say, why is this here? What is this doing here? Why am I not confident about the decision that I want to make? Why am I not confident about how I want to move forward? Okay. So everything is working in tandem. It's always going to be, you know, the yin and the yang energy. You know, these things play on to each other. You can't have one without the other, okay? Dark and light, negative and positive, and high and low, and etc., you know? So, but the Six of Cups also represents some kind of healing. So that's what it's talking about. These triggers, you know, these can also be like patterns that you have with people, like those are things that we're also healing in these moments too, as far as like, you know, giving time and attention to things that you know for sure that this is not something that you want. So why would you waste your time just to take up time maybe while, what you're really looking for is still manifesting? Like, that's kind of like a waste of energy. And, we got to stop doing things like that, because that is like draining of ourselves, and it's self-sabotage. And those are patterns that we don't want to take forward with us. So, yeah, and Aquarius season is all about progression and moving forward in innovative ways, and ways that you've never done before. So this is what we're doing. We're really, 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 really getting clear with ourselves of like what we don't want to continue to carry with us, okay? So after that Six of Cups, we have the Nine of Wands. So, Nine of Wands. So this man, these wands are kind of like a collection. If you would say like, if he had like all his trophies up of all of his accomplishments. So the wands are kind of representative of all of the trials and tribulations that he's been through, of like going through the journey of the wands. One, he's at a 9 now. He's almost there. He's nearing completion. He knows he has more work to do, but at the same time, he might be beaten up, he might be battered, but he's not running from nothing. He's like, I ain't never scared. Like, you see all of this that I've already been through, all of this that I've already encountered, all of this that I've already transmuted, all of these energies that I've already flowed with, and ain't nothing stopped me. Like, you think I'm gonna stop now when I'm nearing the end? Absolutely not. But I'm ready. I'm ready for whatever is about to come next. But I know that I have more way to go. So that's what this Nine of Wands energy is talking about, is that, we're gonna do this healing. We're gonna do this healing, and we're gonna have maybe a short-term resting period where it's like, okay, good, I healed that trauma. I can rest a little bit. But I feel like that's gonna be very short-lived, because one thing is that we have Mercury in retrograde coming at the very end of Aquarius season. So it's more like Pisces season that we're going to have this Mercury retrograde. And so I feel like there's going to be some tricky energy coming in right after Aquarius season. So there's some good things that we're going to encounter, some happy times, some fun times, just feeling more stable and secure within ourselves. I definitely feel that energy is coming in. But even after, we heal this and we can kind of like flow a little bit through the rest of the Aquarius season, once Pisces season comes in, then definitely it's like we got to jump right back up and be like, what's up? Like, what's next? What's next? What's next? Because as we know, Mercury in retrograde it can be challenging. It can be challenging, and, nothing that we can't handle. But at the same time, this start of the year is like, we're not having much playtime. The playtime will come. It will come. But right now, we got to ground everything. And really, like, it feels like we got to clear everything out. The grounding will come after the clearing. But we're really, really, really clearing. So this first quarter, January, February, March, clearing. And sometimes clearing is not the easiest thing. So, yeah, but we got this. So it's not an issue, okay? We have the Strength card. So, this represents vitality. And also, like, along with that clearing thing, I want to say, like, a lot of us in Aquarius season, like, spiritually we're going to be clearing, but also physically, all of us are going to be clearing a lot of things, getting rid of old clothes that we know we're not going to wear, clothes that our children can't fit, we'll be giving them away. Just throwing away unnecessary things in our home, kind of like looking into minimalist type living, um, just different things, clearing out old, just situations and things within your relationships, things that are kind of just lingering around that need to be talked about, need to be cleared out, need to be let go. So it's going to be a lot of that during this whole Aquarius season. That's going to be a big focus. It's going to be a big focus there. Something's going to happen because, like crazy, for the past like week and a half, this eye has been twitching like crazy, and that's not a thing. That's not a thing that I deal with, but it's been twitching like crazy. In case you guys don't know, whenever we have a twitch, that is just like a part of our nervous system, which is like a part of our aura, and that's like our aura kind of like, you know, using our clair abilities, claircognizance, clairvoyance, clairsentience, whatever, to detect things that are to come. So, I don't know, something's going on in the stratosphere, and so I'm sure that we'll find out very soon. My eye has been twitching like crazy, so we about to see. With the strength card, we have vitality and of course strength. But anything that relates to like the sign of Leo, you can kind of like relate it to this card. This is the Leo card. Strength, confidence, vitality, loyalty, action, passion, creativity, anything like that. Confidence, that's the one that's sticking out for me. So like I said, we're gonna be grounding some things as well once we clear everything out. So I'm feeling like this is toward the end of the new moon, the Aquarius season. You know, toward the end, we're going to be feeling very strong and passionate about whatever it is that we're engaging in, whether it be relationships, career, creativity, health, wealth, anything, friendships, you know, all of that. We're going to be really focused and we're going to feel really confident. I feel like this is definitely like the relationship strengthening, the relationship with your job strengthening, the relationship with this person strengthening, your friendships strengthening, your relationship with your health strengthening, you know, you feeling more confident in the relationship than ever, you know, because of the grounding and the persevering. You know, we get to this point of where we just bring this energy in and it comes from within. It feels so good. I love how the end of the readings always just like feels so good. Like the feeling, it like is exuding and it just feels so good. And you're like, oh, yes. Okay, so yeah. So strength and positivity and vitality, breathing life into the situation. It's like, you know, when you just water your plants so good and you give them like great plant food and you go and talk to them positively in the morning and then you put them in the perfect spot for sunlight and you just like, you come through one day and it's like the leaves are so big and strong and you're like, oh my God, but I knew you was going to be this strong because I watered you so well. Like, okay. Yeah, so the last card that we have is the Knight of Swords. So this is swift movement forward, you know. It can be like kind of like hasty action because if you look at the Knight of Swords card, the horse is kind of like, nigga, where are we going? Like, excuse my language. Yeah, like things are moving so fast and the knight is on the horse and he's just like, look, I don't want to hear about no details, no nothing. Like, let's just go. We got to hurry up. We got to get there. The battle has already started. We're late. Like, when really they probably could get a little bit more information, but they feel like with all that strength and confidence that they know what's going on and they feel fine with moving fast into this situation. So definitely towards the end of Aquarius season, things are going to be moving forward with whatever this situation was. They're going to be moving forward quite swiftly, rapidly, fast action. Hi, baby.
What are you doing, Mommy?
I'm doing a video. Can you go wait for me in the bed? I'm almost done, okay?
Okay.
All right. I'll see you in a second. Look at the next card. My baby. Yeah, so things are going to be moving forward quite swiftly. After that, we have the Indigo and Crystal Children card. It says, you have a bond with children. In particular, you can help children who are sensitive. I feel like a lot of us will be, in this time, putting a lot of focus into our children. I know that for sure. I'm definitely going through some huge transitions in my life, and I know that I have to, double down, put extra focus into my kids, just to give them that sense of stability. I want them to have that same sense of it that I have, that it comes from within and nothing externally can affect that. So that's mentally a process that I've been going through of, gearing myself up, being ready to be ready to be ready, which is what Abraham Hicks says, getting ready to be ready to be ready, to, kind of instill this kind of sense of self into them, of them just being confident and stable and grounded within themselves, and so that nothing externally that we go through as a family will affect them on a level to where, they lose their confidence in themselves, or, they feel like they don't know how to operate in the world. That's definitely, whenever, and I love that about myself, is to be a parent and to be going through such big transitions, and to be able to understand what's important and to put my focus into my children. That is what I love, and I love them, and they're gonna know it. And she's coming back. She did not listen. Zimmy, go get in the bed, please.
Okay.
You are safe. I am protecting you against lower energies and guarding you, your loved ones, and home. So this has everything to do with that stability, that groundedness, just feeling safe, and that feeling coming from within. But also we have angels around us that are just really, making sure that we're okay in all moments, and trying to kind of like, push energies through us, around us, so that we can see the signs of what's going on. Pay attention to angel numbers, angel messages, angel signs. There are different things: birds, cardinals, owls, repeating numbers, repeating information, anything of that sort. Zippy, go get in the bed, okay? All right, and so I also pulled 2 of these chakra swatches cards. And what I asked was, what is it that we will need to focus on within this Aquarius season? And so the first card we got was dreams, which is definitely what we do at home, your creative endeavors. I don't know if you make lip gloss, or you read tarot cards, or you make bath bombs, or you have your own contracting business, whatever the case may be. That is where we're going to be focusing a lot of our energy in this Aquarius season, okay? The second thing was compassion. So, we need to have compassion. Divine Feminine needs to have compassion for the Divine Masculine in the crossroads that they're at in this moment, because, they've gone through different things to get them to this point, and we have not necessarily experienced things in the same way that they have. And Divine Masculine need to focus on having compassion for the Divine Feminine, and realize that we are also going through very huge transitions, and there is some nurturing that we need, but as well, we have to focus on giving that nurturing to ourselves and not expecting it from anywhere external. But it would be nice if Divine Masculine could be compassionate for the Divine Feminine and say, this is not necessarily where I am feeling depleted, so I can help you in this area. And then divine feminine need to have compassion and say, you know, this is not necessarily an area where I feel depleted, so I can help you in this area. So finding that middle ground, finding that eye to eye, and being able to be there for one another and help each other work through these transitions that we're going through, these energetic things. And this doesn't have to be in a relationship manner. It could be like a father and a daughter. It could be a mother and a son. It could be a brother and a sister. It could be an uncle and a niece, or anything of that sort. It can be your boss and you, or whatever, you know, wherever this energy is occurring. You know, compassion is a great thing that we can use to our advantage in this Aquarius season. Okay, so that's the end of the reading, guys. I hope that if you watch this reading definitely gives you some insight on what is about to occur, and so you can just be ready, getting ready to be ready to be ready. Okay, all in all, it looks like some good energy. You know, nothing that we can't handle. It looks like we come out feeling very strong at the end of the season, you know, so I'm sure that Mercury retrograde next Pisces season will not be an issue, because toward the end of this season, we're already feeling strong and confident. So it's like, what's up? Like, I ain't ducking nothing. What's up? What's up? You know, so I would love for you guys to like this video. I would love for you to share this video. I would love for you to subscribe to my channel. Once again, it's the Magic Mermaid. I haven't really been doing personal readings right now.
My eye is thirsty.
And my daughter is thirsty, so I'm going to head out, guys.
Mommy.
Thank you for watching. I appreciate the
My
love.
eyes
And you guys will hear from me again soon. Probably full moon.
are thirsty.